Welcome to the EVG group booth here at Semicon West. I'm delighted to be joined by David Kirsch. Nice to see you, David.
Nice to see you. Thanks very much for having us.
So last year we had a really interesting interview with Dr. Ehrman about the heterogeneous lab that they were opening up in Munich. How has that performed? Is it open? Is it operating?
Sure, absolutely. The Heterogeneous Integration Competency Center that we have in Scherding, Austria, our headquarters, is a lab that's geared towards helping our customers with the technology, helping them develop technology on EVG equipment in order to better the process and better their product at the end of the day. But it's fully open. As well as a number of other labs that we have in our facility to support the efforts of our customers on many different levels.
Right, so they bring in the material sets that they're planning to use and they run them through your systems?
Correct, and EVG can supply the equipment and the expertise in order to help them out with all the work they're trying to accomplish.
Okay, great. So, fast forward to today, we're at Semicon West. It seems to be the show is growing once again. What's happening with your updates on your wafer bonding systems?
Okay. Yes. Well, actually, this is this is a great show to be at this year. It's been very positive. A lot of the technology, the heterogeneous integration technology, and how hybrid bonding, wafer level bonding, pertains to that has been. It's been accepted extraordinarily well this year. We've had a great number of people come in and look at our capabilities. These are exactly the capabilities that can be exhibited at our center in Scherding. And the technology that we've implemented, technology that we've developed over the course of the past 2 decades has really fed this technology as it's being developed at this time. So we've spent a lot of work on this already.
Right. So what key areas of that technology differentiate you from other people in this area?
Yeah. So what I would say is that probably the development and the ability to adapt our technology to customers' specific needs is probably what separates us from the rest of equipment manufacturers out there.
Okay.
There's a lot of manufacturers out there that are a little bit more geared towards consistent and maybe more mature technologies. EVG really sets the pace as far as developing technology and helping our customers.
So if you need to change it or manipulate it to meet a new process or a new material?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
EVG is a vertically integrated organization, so we're able to manifest change fairly quickly.
Yeah. I see you've got a huge suite of different of equipment in the
yes,
business.
we do. So it seems extensive, but actually. It's very focused on high-tech micro-manufacturing and nanofabrication type of technologies.
Right.
So even though the equipment sets seem very diversified, it's very focused on the ability to manufacture on any scale, as long as it's small.
Right. Okay. So one of the things that obviously is very much in demand these days from any of the manufacturing equipment is data and traceability and being able to monitor your process a lot more carefully. What about the software behind your systems?
Oh, it's tremendously flexible as far as being able to work with customers and their in-house software so that customers can manage and run the systems internally. We have to be able to do that in order to help feed some of our, especially our higher volume customers that are looking at, eventually fully automated facilities and, so that they don't have to completely monitor these systems manually.
Right.
The name of the game is to automate the process, especially on those larger end practices.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, you have another side of the business which is in the maskless lithography.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, how does that process work, and what are the obvious benefits?
Okay, so this is actually a system that we've developed and we've come out with in more or less the past year to 18 months, but it's really starting to pick up interest. It's the ability to image substrates without the use of masks, which really comes into, it's a great deal of play. It digitizes the entire process from beginning to end. So you actually only need to submit a file from any of the major CAD systems into the equipment. The equipment automatically reads that and is able to extrapolate the information and put it down onto the substrate that you're presently working with.
Right.
What this does is it feeds a very flexible manufacturing style, but also fewer moving parts and things like that also feed into volume manufacturing as well.
Right.
And also it offers a sense of security and less cost to our customer base, because now they don't have to send these files out to a mask provider, have them develop the masks at a larger cost.
Right, yeah, so you're going to save on the mask,
Right.
might save on some of the resists and stuff.
Correct.
And it's only going to ablate the areas that are on the design, essentially.
Absolutely correct, yeah. So
yeah.
it uses a digital patterning type of software that allows it to be very accurate.
Right, okay. Super. So, and that's is that a new system that you brought in?
Yeah,
recently?
it's as I mentioned, it's about a year and a half old. The technology has actually been in EVG for some time. We've assembled the equipment, and we have a few of them out in the field in manufacturing right now. So
Right.
it's newly established, but it's proven technology.
Okay. So, final question. I mean, obviously we're in an era of the US CHIPS Act and the European CHIPS Act that's just
Sure.
gone through. How is that affecting EVG?
I think that the answer I would give to that is very common to the answer that just about anybody in this field would give to it. It's very supportive. Everybody in the industry very much appreciates the mindset that now the leaders in our countries are starting to take a look at the semiconductor industry, and being able to assist in initiating technology, innovation, and that type. There's a lot of excitement in the industry right now because of acts and bills like that are throughout a number of different countries.
There's also some talk of some of the processes like OSATs and that moving, starting up in Mexico. And there was a delegation 2 weeks ago, a large delegation of Taiwanese companies went down to southern Mexico looking for potential manufacturing locations there. Is that an area that you're supporting as well?
Absolutely. I mean, EVG is a global enterprise, so we have offices on a worldwide basis. We actually do handle Mexico through the North American office, so it's probably a move that we would expect to make, and we welcome the ability to go down and learn new cultures and teach new industry.
There you go. Great. Well, it's great to catch up with you and all the new things that are happening here at EVG. So thank you for talking to us today, David.
Certainly. Thanks very much.